Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Golgari Midrange. So I was doing Fight Club yesterday and then I tried to play an Azorius incubator deck and Arena keeps shutting down on me. It keeps dropping the internet connection or it keeps kicking me out and DCing me. So I think what the arena gods are telling me is don't play that deck. So instead, I went and, basically looked up a Golgari midrange deck that I really wanted to try out. Also because I had a quest to play black and green cards. This color combination doesn't happen that often. So I thought about, playing a deck like this with the card center around Glissa Sunslayer. She is a very, very good card. First strike Death Touch means that she'll win every combat, but she also will have an effect if she does damage to an opponent. We're going to draw a card, lose a life, which, one life is fine. We're going to destroy an enchantment, which there are a lot of enchantments running around since Invoke is gone. And we're going to remove 3 counters from target permanent. Now, that's a Planeswalker killer and a battle killer. But I don't think we run that many battles in the deck since this is a pretty short and combo, or not combo, but a short and mid-range deck, right? So it's basically mono black, but it's mono black with this card right here. So we have 4 cut down, 4 Duress, 4 Evolved Sleepers. Early game, we want to be able to get our tempo on. We want to get our disruption on our opponent's hand on. That's why we also have 4 Duress. 4 Duress might be fun against a lot of decks where we need to discard, when we cannot make our opponent discard cards. This is going to be a dead card, but there are a lot of aggressive decks that we don't really care about Duress. We just want to be able to make sure that we can remove their cards and play our cards. But against control, Duress is going to be beautiful. What's great about Duress is that if we don't need it, we can also discard it to Liliana. Now, in the 2-drop, we have 4 Go for the Throw, 4 Tenacious Underdog. Make sure that we got our card draw, and make sure we get our damage in. And then in the 3-drop, of course, Graveyard Trespasser. We need Graveyard Trespasser to exile cards from Graveyard, get Ward on against anti-control. And then we have 3 Liliana, also very good against control decks, because we make them discard. Very good against mid-range decks because we make them sack creatures. And we have cards that we don't need that we can discard from our hand. Cards like Duress against aggro, cards like Cut Down against control. These are dead cards that we can turn into basically trading with an opponent's card. Even if we trade with a land, it slows our opponent down a little bit and makes our mid-range all the more powerful. Because then we can land Glissa Sunslayer to have that combat have effect. And then we go to the 4-drop, we have Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Of course, Sheoldred is that good. It's a mono black queen. And then we have 1 Sorin the Mirthless, just so that we have that additional card advantage if necessary, and maybe even -7 at some point. Alright, and then we look at the land base. We're pretty heavy on land because, we have a lot of mid-range cards to play. And then we can always discard lands to Liliana, and we can always use the additional mana to blitz our underdog. So we have a lot of lands. We have 13 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 1 Forest, 4 Deathcap Glade, and 4 Llanowar Wastes. So we don't have that many dual-color lands, only 8 instead of the normal 12, because we can slot in Mirrex, and we can activate Mirrex for more damage. We don't actually need the Toxic, but more damage is more damage, because the Toxic still does actual damage, unlike Infect. So it's not one or, it's both. Alright, so that is the deck list. It's very short and sweet. Let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah, not trying that deck because Arena Gods told me not to try it. So, let's see what we can do with this Golgari, not fight deck. Alright, we're going to go first with 3 lands. That's already a good start. And we're already going to hurt ourselves. Ow. I didn't play the Takenuma first because I might want to use the Takenuma as a channel against red. We're probably not going to. Alright, will our Duress hit anything? I don't think so. I think it's better just to attack with the sleeper. And then we will kill whatever they play. Swift Sphere? Alright. Pretty big creature here. Another Kumano. It's even bigger. Well, it's gone. Alright, well, so time for our Sunseeker to seek the sun. If he lightning strikes this, at least we're gonna, you know, not take that 3 damage. Still, we're getting pushed pretty hard. Our opponent did get their curve on. They are gonna lightning strike it. And the Phoenix Chick. It's a 2-2 Phoenix Chick. Alright, well, I don't want to block this because that's kind of a waste, but taking extra damage is painful. At least they're down to less than enough lands. I could make this into a 2-2 and then a 3-3, but then... do I want to do that and Duress him? Well, I'll take an extra damage if I do that. Turn into a 2-2, then turn into a 3-3. Or have a 2-3 blocker that flies. The 2-3 blocker that flies will die to a... Won't die to anything here, but still, you never know. Alright, I think... Well, he's going to draw 1 card, right? He might be able to kill it if he draws that 1 card, so... Let's transform it before he gets a chance to. And if he burns it, he burns it. It's a lot of damage on board. Does our opponent drop the best card? Basically, any burn spell is the best card. See, the thing is, if I play Sorin and play the 2-3 and he had a lightning strike, I just get blown out. And my Duress will be pointless when they have no cards left in his hand. So he's holding back the attacks, which I don't agree doing that, right? You should just go in for the aggro. But hey, the opponent does what the opponent does. I can play the Sheoldred. I don't think he can deal 5 damage. He can deal 3. If he deals 3, I'll go down to... Let's see if there's a stick. There's a stick. So it's a burn. That's no good. Alright, we have to play Sheoldred here. If he burns me, we'll go down to 3. No, we'll go down to 5. He attacks, we'll go down to 2. He didn't burn me. Now he's hoping for exactly 5 damage, and if he has it, he has it. Can't block flying. Or 5. Or 7. What would he do? Would he burn Sorin? Or would he burn... the Vampire?
No.
Probably burn a Vampire, and then I'll attack the Sorin. It gives me an extra turn.
You will serve me well.
I need to block. But I can start growing this, right? Every time I draw a card, I actually gain 1 life instead of lose 1 life. And if he uses the burn on Sorin, he's not using the burn on Sheoldred. Alright, that's a haste creature, but can't activate. Just gonna give me to my turn? Alright, I mean, I can live with that. So, will you let me draw? I mean, I draw anyway. But I gained the life. Now he can't actually burn this out. Sorin give me another 2-3. Oh, he can't block, so maybe I'll just attack with this. Can he deal 1 damage to the... Or does dealing 1 damage to the board actually affect me? I don't think so. So, more flying. Sorry, Sorin. You're gonna kind of eat it there. Alright, we'll play a lot of blockers now. How many blockers do we have? 1, 2... Well, how many blockers do we need? 1, 2, 3. We need 3 blocker against 3 creatures. We only have 2 blockers. So, in that case, let's just put out the sleeper. Does he do anything with it? He does not. We'll put out the underdog as well. Alright, we're at 12. We have a pretty big board, so we do threaten our opponent pretty heavily. And this is 4 damage. If he can't block flying either. On the turns up table. Now is he mono red and you're only plays 1 style of deck? Now what do you do? I can keep growing this. Do I want to keep growing it? He can block with one of these random creatures. I do want to draw a card, so I will at least do that. Take 1, and we'll gain 2. That's not what you want to do. But you can do that if you want. It's an underdog, yes. You got to exile it. Must be very fancy, but that's 2 precious damage you're not dealing to my face. And you're at 7. You really want to play this out? Invasion. 4 damage to me and 1 damage to something. 1 damage to what? I'll just grow it. Now what? Time to gain another life. We are drawing a lot of lands. But hey, you know what? I can live with it. That's 7 already. Can he block 3 creatures? 1, 2, 3. He could block 3 creatures. Would he want to block 3 creatures? Let's find out. Alright. Whole crew, turn sideways. He's got 1 mana. He blocks this. He blocks that. He's got to block Sheoldred. Let's make sure our sleeper doesn't die. We're at 20. We already put a land. We can draw 2 cards, so yeah, we'll let them do whatever they want to do. Add 1. You have an invasion. You might be able to flip that. Good luck with that. That's all I can say. Alright. I'm going to activate this now. Maybe I will get a removal. I get a cut down. Pretty good. So, what do I cut down? Let's wait for the attack. All on my face. Let's cut this down. GG. He's really playing this out, huh? Take that, mono red. How do you like your minus 17? Ah, feels good. Feels good to stomp red. That's all I can say. We did get to go first, so this game would have been probably different if we didn't get to go first. So that was one fine game we got. Right-click a card during a game to zoom in, giving you more information. That's nice. How about you give us information on transform cards? Ramza2311. That's a name. Opponent goes first. We do have 3 lands. Duress, removal, underdog, and Liliana. The only thing is these are tap lands, so Huh. I mean, we're gonna keep, but that's not fun. Not fun to play off tap. We have 4 tap lands out of the 60 cards in this deck. And we have a bunch of other lands, but, you know, Shuffler decided, hey, tap lands, turn 1. You can have it. Alright, so we are going to be behind this whole game, and if it's red, we're going to be very far behind. And it's probably red. So we'll play tap land, we're going to take some damage. Then we'll play another tap land, we'll take more damage while we cut down the first threat. Then we'll play Boseiju. And then Liliana to exile? Is that fast enough? Or to sacrifice? I don't think it's fast enough, but honestly, I cannot warn mulliganing that hand. In best of 3, I would have mulliganed. In best of 1, it does not matter. I will just lose to a red deck. There it is. Wow. Okay, that's 2 things unexpected. Red deck didn't play anything, and I draw a swamp. Do I just want to duress him? I can cut down whatever he plays, so let's not duress him. He didn't play anything. Thought he would have burned me. Okay, now I'm very confused. Ramza 2011. What are you playing? Big Red? Feldon. Alright, well, I can cut that down. Say goodbye to Exodia. I don't think I want to... Ooh, that could be a squee next turn, right? You keep the hand like that, he'll probably play squee. The rest is too slow. That's underdog, so that we can at least block the squee. Phoenix chick, that's not a squee. It's gonna burn our underdog? Oh yeah. Okay, well, I don't want to play Liliana into this hand, because I don't know what he has. Probably a lot of creatures. Let's look at his hand first. There's a squee. And then there's a Kahira Sphere, something? I don't know. Anyways, here's underdog. We can block the squee token. Not squee, but a token. Feldon. Do want to give him cards, though. I don't want to give him cards, but this is kind of iffy. I don't know what else to do. Alright, you can do that damage. We'll take your damage. Yeah, don't play that, you know, Swift Sphere before you attack. You never know. Make some vampires.
To this broken world. You will serve me well.
Alright, prowess. Mono. Ow! Don't hurt my Sorin like that. That's mean.
I will not spare you.
This does not have haste, right? Yeah, it doesn't have haste. Huh. Well, I can kill this. Do I want to kill his Feldon and trade for an underdog? For some reason, he didn't attack with the Swiss Spear. Alright, he got a land. Probably play a land here. If I was a betting man, I bet he plays a land. Oh, come on. What he's gonna take? The Feldon, right? Oh, we got a cut down. That's nice. So, I'm gonna plus. I don't know if I'll ever draw it, though. Should I minus? Oh, I can't minus this anyways. So I'm gonna plus. What am I thinking? Ooh! Oh boy. Oh, this is beautiful, but 4 damage is 4 damage. Alright, well, you know what? 4 damage is 4 damage.
My ways are not for the
Do I attack? I can't block for Sorin if I attack, so let's not attack. Can't do anything to Sheoldred with what he has, so I think I'm good for a turn. He can grow the squee if he plays it. I can't cut it down if that's the case, but that's not really that much of an interest for me. There's not really anything I can cut down right now. Does everybody just attack Sorin? Okay, you can just quit. That works. Alright, well, Mono Black has always been the Mono Red Eater. It just so happens that we are Golgari, but sort of Mono Black. Mono Black with tap lands just to slow us down. That's kind of the idea. And we got it through, you know? That's fine. I think Shuffler likes to put Black deck up against Red deck just to keep them in check. Otherwise, Red deck would just have like a 90% win rate. So, unfortunately, that's... If you play Black, this is what you're going to be faced up against. Alright, opponent goes first. Another mono red deck. We have Cut Down, Duress, and then Underdog. That's fine. We have Cut Down. 2 lands though. Opponent is mono black. If opponent is mono black, I'll have something good for me to take. Well, there's a Liliana. That's pretty good for me to take. We have double cut down. Maybe we'll cut down both underdogs. Will he eat his own underdog? I doubt it. That'd be a pretty bad play. My Duress! You monster! Well, eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. With a Graveyard Trespasser for an underdog, makes me pretty happy. Would you like to blitz me? Oh, he would! I mean... a lot of damage, I guess, but... I'm sure you want to blitz someone who has a... Trespasser? I mean, I hope you thought that through. That's... very questionable play. Anyways, here's Sheoldred. I hope he doesn't have removal. I did, I did see every card in his hand, but then he played all those out. So it's a brand new hand. Another Graveyard Trespasser. Should have attacked first. So why would you exile your own card? Don't you have Takenuma? This is a lot of hoopla and nonsense. If I attack for 4, would he double block? Gives me a pretty clean board. And I don't think I need the Sheoldred on board. Right? If he single blocks, or just blocks a Graveyard Trespasser, it's actually not that bad for me either. If he doesn't block, he takes 7 damage. And he goes down to... less. Goes down to 4, takes 2 from Sheoldred, goes down to 2. Right, so I reckon he double blocks, which is why I also attacked with the Graveyard Trespasser. It's a pretty good trade for me. Glissa! She's here. She's, scary. And GG! We have oppressed the heck out of them, but also it was a questionable play to blitz into a on-board Trespasser just to give me all of their card advantage. I don't know why he did that. Golgari is shaping out to be a lot stronger than I thought it would be, which is fine, which is very fun for me. But you know, honestly I have not seen as much Golgari decks that I'm playing against. Well, to be fair, this is more or less mono black. I have not seen that many mono black either. This is a horrendous hand. Opponent still goes first. I'm gonna keep just for lows because I already won enough games today. This is the losing game. So let's. What do you have? You have anything? You got go for the throat. That's fine. Raffine's Informant. Adeline's kind of scary. Can't stop it though. Oh, can I stop it? Oh, let's see if I can stop it. Huh? Toxic 2. When it dies, comes back. Alright. So, that's a card. Here comes Adeline. Here comes Adeline. Let's cut this down while we can. If only I can get a top deck cut down, you know? Ah, nope. Ultimately, could not get it. That doesn't matter. I think we only drew land, so this game is already lost. Wow. You know, you can just attack, right? That is as good of a card as we're ever gonna get. And even then, it's not gonna help. Would you like to connive? I mean, would you like to discard? Ooh, this is also as good of a card as it could have drawn. Drew draw. And there it goes. Okay, well, you're gonna wish you had that go for the throat. Another Informant. Another Connive. Well, he can't have a land and go for the throat. So, wow! He dropped his Sheoldred on that? So, he could triple block and kill my Sheoldred. But he kept this card. Is it a go for the throat? Is that why he dropped his Sheoldred? He has a double block, right? Oh, do I want to just trade? I guess I'll just trade. He's probably going to have a removal in his hand. Now he just takes it because it's a removal in his hand. So yeah, free damage. I don't know why I kept this. I guess to scare him a little. Oh, he drew. Why did he draw? I don't have any big comeback mechanisms in this deck. It's just Glissa. So if I don't draw Glissa, I don't know if this is gonna help me. Scavenger. What does this do? Exile card plus one on counter and has flying. And the same is true for Death Touch, Double Strike, Haste, all of that. That's why he kept. Oh, jeez, come on. Well, he has Death Touch now. So I guess she'll just stay home. What is he returning? Adeline? Probably the Adeline, right? Yeah. 3 damage. I don't have anything for him to take. So he took the double striker. 4 damage, double strike. Well, I said this game was as good as lost, and it is as good as lost because how many lands was that in a row? So we can block this. Actually, we can't even block it anymore because it's gonna have 5 attack. So he's gonna be at 4 and we're gonna die with 2 lands in hand. And it's fine. I commend our opponent for playing Jank, but I always curse the Shuffler for basically ruining everyone's arena experience by cheating. Anyways, that is the Golgari deck. It's been fun. It's a good deck. I would say it's a very strong deck. The amount of wins that we got for this deck has been surprising, to say the least. I didn't think that we're going to not win at all, but I also didn't think we're going to win basically every game until the Shuffler starts interfering. So yeah, this has been a fun deck. I do recommend it, and it's not that expensive. I think you'll have most of the cards if you play Mono Black at all. And just slotting Glissa gives you that extra dimension of destroying enchantments, which Mono Black could not deal with. So yeah, there's that, and it also wins every combat. You don't really need 4 Graveyard Trespassers now that people are not as Graveyard heavy or as Graveyard Synergy or Tricks heavy, and people don't really run Mono Blue as often. At least not when I'm playing this deck. So yeah, Graveyard Trespasser is good, but you can cut 2 of them to play more Glissa. And then you don't need as many 4 or 5 drops. You just have more Glissa, more early game tempo, and it will be a lot of damage. The Duress is something that is questionable. You can take those out and put some of the cards in if you like, but sometimes it catches your opponent off guard. And what I really like about Duress that a lot of people might not agree with me is that I don't think Duress is mainly hand disruption. A lot of times it's just hand information. Right? And hand information is good. It's so that I know what to play. If there's counter spells, I know what to play around, and that helps a little bit. And Duress always takes out a counter spell. That's also good. And that's all I got for what I think about this deck. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.